About half of us would claim to know why capitalism does not work, while the other half of us would adamantly state that socialism is always doomed to fail. At the same time, however, only a fraction of us would be deluded enough to state that a completely untethered, laissez-faire capitalism, or indeed hardcore communism, was a flawlessly good idea in practice and a worthy end goal. What if I told you that the root cause for both systems failing over and over again is actually the same thing? We can stop wasting our time arguing about semantics and focus on the true enemy of society, the concentration of power. Be it governments controlling money or money controlling governments, in the end it amounts to the same thing. A small group of people controlling the wealth, the use of force, and all the land. The only thing that has periodically saved us from this throttling pressure in the past has been world-altering events such as Black Death, the discovery of a new world, environmental catastrophes, and historical calamities. It normally takes a huge external force to get those in power to release their death grip on the rest of us. And for brief glimpses of time, humanity progressed in leaps and bounds, before our freedoms and powers were slowly stripped away again by those manipulating whatever systems were currently in use at the time. Slowly but surely, step by step, powers concentrated once again, and influence expanded until monopolies are retained on the two key forms of power, government, or in other words, force, and wealth. Whichever direction it comes from, it will eventually dominate all, and we, the people, will suffer as a result. Until we cover all angles that lead to the concentration of power, there will always be those willing to seek it, to secure it, and to deny it to the rest of us. Even if there are brief glimpses of saints amongst our leaders, benevolently using this power for the public, it is power itself which attracts the corrupt in the long run. It is only a matter of time until the unscrupulous manipulate their way in and take over to the detriment of all. So how do we get out of this mess? We stop blaming only one avenue to power as the root cause of all evil, and realize that only through restricting all forms of the concentration of power can we hope to overcome humanity's burden since the beginning of time. Secondly, we quite simply need to believe in ourselves, humanity. Seriously, the concentration of power is sold to the masses on the simple idea that most people are too stupid to decide their own lives, and so need to be led, like a shepherd leading their sheep, pitting one segment of society against the other to divide and conquer. Either we believe we can all rise above, together, or we deserve to be led like sheep. This video is for all those who are not deluded enough to believe in a communist utopia, or indeed a glorious capitalist anarchy. I am not going to waste my breath on semantics regarding sensible social programs or the benefits of the free market. Small government can be a strong government, government through regulation, not expenditure and licenses. The free market benefits and motivations attained from outcome inequality have, in reality, quite a low ceiling. Single-digit millionaires and those aspiring to become ones are what drive innovation, jobs and security and society's growth. Billionaires, conglomerates and corporate monopolies shore up their power base by throttling innovation and competition, attacking the same freedoms that got them into their position in the first place. No one earns billions of dollars, only society working together can produce such wealth. Let me now share with you how we could achieve this together, not with society-ending revolution, but with small fundamental changes to the way we think and operate, ways that stop the concentration of political power, the concentration of wealth, and the concentration of land. To curb the concentration of wealth, we only need to look back into recent history. A wealth tax, strong progressive tax, strong corporate tax, all quite prominent in the golden ages of progress and wealth created in the Western world. Check out my video on progressive tax justified for a quick rundown. Importantly, this recovered money is to be redistributed automatically to all individuals evenly and not controlled by the government in any way. The solution to rentier land practices and hoarding of land has also been known for a long time. Only the fear campaign of those in power have kept the many benefits of the land value tax from working to society's benefit, with the addition that I would include a reasonable exemption for an individual's primary residence to encourage individuals' ownership while discouraging hoarding. More information is widely available, though not commonly known. And finally, to put a secure lid on the hydra that is state or government power, I'd recommend you check out my video on the next evolution in government, link in the description below. I call it concession government, where no state or public power is attained without giving up some personal power as an equivalent. allowing for only true public servants with the interests of all at heart to gain office. The solutions are before us. We just need to stop being distracted by the fear campaigns of those that seek to secure their power and take it back for ourselves. We need to ensure that power can never be concentrated in the hands of a few individuals again. Ask, search, act, inform, and vote. And above all, take care of yourselves and others.